Hi, my name is James, and for the last 6 months I've been living in South Korea, teaching English as a Fulbright scholar. Throughout that time, I've also been making vlogs of all of my adventures here in Korea. Whether you have been following along or not, it doesn't matter. All you need to know is that I started my journey in Indiana. I moved to Korea, went through orientation, made a lot of new, incredible friends, ate some shrimp I thought was a sample and was not, learned Korean.
안녕히주무세요.
Kind of. I asked a lot of people,
What does hope?
what does hope?
What is hope?
What does hope? What does hope?
당신에게 희망은?
What does hope? What does hope mean to you? I left orientation for my placement city, the beautiful city of Jeonju. I lived with the sweetest host grandparents, started teaching, did this a lot. Found out my host grandparents were actually temporary. Moved in with the kindest host family. Went to a lot of festivals. Celebrated a lot of holidays.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And eventually found out I wasn't going to be able to stay with my host family after my first semester ended.
I've also learned that my host family's home and my apartment there with them might also be up in the air with not knowing where I might be living this coming semester.
Yeah, 2019 was pretty wild. But now that we're all caught up, we can finally get to the good stuff. The Korean school year officially begins in March, which means that I actually started teaching in the middle of the school year when I first began in August. The end of my first semester also meant the end of the Korean school year. Students and teachers are given most of January and February off for back-to-back winter and spring vacations. No school meant that I had a lot of time to travel. Winter vacation was the perfect time to finally implement a plan I'd been working on ever since I received my Fulbright acceptance letter in the spring of 2019. This guy right here had an idea in his head, but at this point in time, it was just that, an idea. The idea was to make the final journey of my great-uncle Bill, the man who my father is named after. Almost 75 years ago, my great-uncle Bill, my grandfather's older brother, boarded a plane at the end of World War II following the surrender of Imperial Japan. He served as a radio operator on a B-17G aircraft. That aircraft, however, was declared missing on a flight from Shanghai to Manila on March 19, 1946. The crash site was eventually located in northern Formosa, now known today as the country of Taiwan. None of the crew survived the plane crash in Taiwan, including my great-uncle. His remains were later recovered and brought back to Indiana in October of 1948. My grandfather loved his older brother and spoke about him often throughout his life. I never got to know my great-uncle, but I find it interesting how he lost his life in a region of the world that I have come to love so much. No one in my family has ever been able to visit the country where my great-uncle lost his life, so I decided to go there myself in order to pay my respects and finally complete his last journey on this earth. Much like my great-uncle at the end of World War II, I don't know what the future holds for me right now, and I think we can all relate to that. The uncertainty that comes with this life. Not knowing what tomorrow will hold, or what the next month will hold, or what the next 50 years will hold. My great-uncle did not know his final mission at the end of World War II was going to be his final mission in this world. He was hopeful that he would soon be returning home. We are all looking for home. The place where we are supposed to be. The place where we belong. the place where we hope to be at the end of the day. So, what does home mean to you?
But those things, they keep on failing me. They don't give what I need to find my home. To find my home. Sometimes I wonder why I'm breathing. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want the things around me to give me hope, but that kind of hope's deceiving, and it leads me down a dark, familiar road. Yeah, that kind of hope's deceiving, and it leads me down a dark, familiar road. Oh, I wanna know where I am going, and I wanna grow. I wanna know that you are with me, and that you're close. Oh, so will you show me what I'm missing? Will you show me what I really want the most? Yeah, I know I'm missing something. So will you show me what I need to find my home? To find my home. To find my Will you show me what I'm missing? Will you show me what I really want the most? Yeah, I know I'm missing something. Will you show me what I need to find my home? To find you.
Happy Lunar New Year!
The Taal volcano.
Ash and steam have been spewing from the Taal volcano.
The coronavirus has so far killed more than 300 people.
How do you protect yourself now that the coronavirus is hitting more places?
And now that it's spread to 6 continents and 52 countries.
The World Health Organization says the risk of the virus expanding worldwide is now classified as very high.